Hey everyone, welcome to week 5. We've been going at a pretty good clip through the material, and as we move into weeks 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, we're going to be deeply mired in quality, so I'm changing up the pace a little bit. We'll just see how it goes as we move forward from here. So week 5, we're definitely getting into total quality management, which is part of chapter 9. The way I designed this week and last week was supposed to be that we could get into our background on quality and the quality awards and history of quality and all that stuff and the dimensions of quality. And then I wanted to keep the total quality management, the Six Sigma quality portion of the chapter for this week. So you may have seen it already when you went through the readings, but it should have not given you any review questions on that. So my expectation is that when you do the Learn Smart, you'll just be looking at sections 9.8, 9.9, 9.10, and 9.11. So as you open Learn Smart, you'll notice over on the side you can kind of jump to sections. You can jump past all the ones that we did last week, and again, you should just be looking at the material and the review questions related to 9.8, 9.9, 9.10, and 9.11. So, we're focused on the total quality management, the TQM portion of this chapter, and it gets into a specific tool set. So first it's going to discuss, and I'll cover this in my content video, I'll cover this in detail. It's going to explain what total quality management is. And then there's a very specific tool set and a method called DMAIC that I'll explain in the video, and a set of tools that are very usable, very learnable, that we'll go through, and this week we'll define what those tools are, and they're on our key terms list on the next page. I'll flip down to that for just a second. Run chart, check sheet, histogram, Pareto chart, fishbone diagram, and scatter diagram. And so I want you to read the chapter portion on those so you get their read on it. My content video, I'll describe how we use those. The quiz will make sure you understand the differences between each of those, and then the homework will have you use some data that I provide to actually create that output using Excel. We will not have a required discussion forum this week. Yay! Appreciate everybody's activity on those, and I really enjoyed what I've seen already with the Cafe Enactus activity. But let's just take a break this week. I'm going to open an optional discussion board because as you do homework 5, you may have some questions about how to format, or do I have this right, and so forth, each of those tools in Excel. So feel free to post your questions out there. Please monitor that discussion forum and answer the questions from your colleagues in the class, but no required discussion forum this week. And finally, then, this is our key terms. This is what you should be watching for. The one thing I didn't add on this key terms list that I should have was the DMAICS, whatever that order is. That process, something you should definitely be familiar with. It's covered in the chapter, and I will discuss it in the content video. It's a little different from the PDMA or the other process that we discussed in this chapter. So anyway, let's kick in and check it out.